Welcome to my channel, crystalbiga.com. I'm really excited to have you here. If it's the first time watching me live on this channel, please say hi, let me know your name. And I'm really happy to have you here. I don't often go live straight from YouTube, but today I decided to come here and record this video. My name is Crystal Biga. If you're just catching this for the first time, I am an expert speaker, a success accelerator, and I love to call myself a guide. You probably have more information about that by the end of this video, but I'm really happy to be here today to talk about she who uses her magic. I know that that's a little bit intriguing to hear that she who uses her magic. Who is she? And what is that magic all about? I'm all about magic, people. Really. And the first time I shared with a friend of mine that I wanted to talk about magic, she was triggered. She was like, what does that even mean? And I asked her, what do you hear when I say magic? She said, I hear like it's fluff, it's an illusion, it's not real. So I don't like the word magic itself. I said, okay, I hear you. And other people will say, I don't like the word magic because it's not real. And myself, I had to fight with that word. I had to fight when the download came to me that I needed to talk about magic. It was a fight in my soul, in my spirit. I was like, there is no way. I used to talk about alignment. I used to coach people on alignment. And all of a sudden, I just had that deep feeling that I had to go deeper than that. Yes, alignment is a powerful process. And yes, the work I do is still an alignment process, aligning the human and the divine part of us. But then I had to go deeper and make it something magical because that's what it is. Once you tap into what I'm going to talk about on this video, you get access to the real magic. Why was it a fight for me to talk about magic? I'm originally from Cameroon, that's in Africa, for those that don't know, and that's why I have this beautiful accent. And over there, we know what magic is. When you have never, thought about magic the way we experience magic over there, but it's real. It's really something dark, nothing good about it. If you want an idea, kind of like voodoo stuffs, where people throw things on other people, do like charms and play with spirits and energy and all of the things, usually to harm other people, to take advantage of other people, make sacrifices. It can be any type of sacrifices, killing babies, shedding blood, whatever, you name it. So for me, it wasn't something I wanted to get into. And it wasn't just for me stories that I was hearing, because you hear those stories in Africa, but it was a personal story as well. Because in my family, there was a history of magic. There was a history about magic. And it's actually the first time that I'm going to talk about it. And I didn't even mean to talk about it. I'm so surprised I'm talking about it right now, but I'm live. So I'm just going with the flow. There was that was a big thing in my family, magic. My grandfather that I never met, my father's father, was really into magic. He was a traditional chief, so he was in charge of the whole village, and he had supernatural powers. He had them. He could see people before they showed up in front of him physically. He will know the day before, 2 days before, tomorrow Christelle is going to visit. He will know those things, and he will tell people, okay, tomorrow somebody is coming. And people will prepare for the person because they knew he was right. He was always right. He will always see things that nobody saw. He had those kind of powers, right? It wasn't limited to that, but that's what I heard. I never met him. And my dad also had magical powers that he got maybe from my grandfather, probably, but also joining a spiritual community where I come from, spiritual community of people that have supernatural powers. They learn them, whatever, they train them to use them. And my father could stop the rain in this town and send it to another town. That's the type of magic he could perform. He could, I don't know, remove like bad vibes on people, or put bad vibes on people. And there was a lot of stories. I can't really confirm none of them, but I know people were going to him to ask for that kind of support, and he was giving them things, potions, and other things. He was really respected in the community like that. And in that group of spiritual um, people that he was a member of, they were actually really high in the community, and people in my tribe would go to them when situations get tough, when people don't understand what's happening, and they, whatever they declare, whatever they decide, whatever they say will happen. And usually what they will say will be curses, and bad things will happen, this family will be destroyed, whatever, those kind of things. Yeah, I know for some it might sound like a movie, but that's so real. So yeah. And so when I started having this knowing in my heart, in my soul, that I needed to talk about magic, I was so resistant. I was like, there is no way this is happening. So I was playing with the idea of alignment, talking about that, speaking on that on stages, and people were, really feeling into it. And I wasn't looking at the magic that I knew, because the magic, the way I know magic, was so bad. We know the stories of my grandfather, my father. I had nothing good about that, and I didn't want to go there. No way. But I knew also that I was magical that way. I will just have a regular conversation with somebody, and I will know things about the person that the person never told anybody. And the person will be surprised. How did you know that? I just knew it. And I never questioned it. I never really made it a thing. For me, it wasn't a thing, because I wasn't like, okay, let me try to get some information. It wasn't a thing for me. It was just random, revelation that I would share with somebody during conversation, just like that. Never even planned to say it. I just say it right there. And the person is like, whoa, how did you know that? And I said, I just know. I just said it. I don't know. Whatever. I wasn't looking, because it was like that dirty secret. You just like, I don't know. You probably want to show up, but I don't have time for that. And sometimes I'll say things, and people will break down in tears and thank me for freeing their souls. And I'll be like, what did I even say for you to feel this powerful shift within you? What did I even say? It wasn't even like in a coaching session. It was just like, again, just me being me. And it was enough to create shift in people's life. It was enough for people to thank me, crying, like, you set my soul free. I was like, what just happened? It doesn't make sense. And that's my definition of magic. When you're able to create things or perform things or do things that you cannot really explain, there's no step-by-step process on how it works. It just happens, just like magic. So when I started receiving from my guides, because I'm spiritual and I communicate with my guides, and I have informations like that, ask questions. When I started receiving that, I was like, there's no way I'm going there. My coach, who is also really spiritually connected, told me the same thing. She's like, your message is not clear. You're talking about alignment. People like it. Yes, that's great. But your real message is, I don't know why I have that feeling. I don't know you. She's from America, so she doesn't really have experience with the magic I was just describing to you. But she's like, but I just have the feeling that you need to be taught. I was like, there's no way. I'm not talking about my, why would you even say that I have to talk about magic? What does that even mean? He's like, I'm just saying that's where you should be. And I'm like, there's no way. I shut down, stopped my business like for a week. And I said, there's no way. I'm not going there. I am not. That's not happening. So I did the energy work, cleared all of the fears, and I just said, nope, there is no way. I'd rather just not talk anymore, not do anything anymore than go there. Because again, I had that negative image, that bad, you know, story about magic. And here also, I have a new friend that also has this. She's from Korea. Yeah. She has those stories about, big stars in Hollywood, they are stars because they are performing magical rituals, Satanism, and all of the things, probably killing people in their families, killing babies, and all the things. They are just so big in Hollywood, in the movie industry, and all of the things because they are using magic, they are using magical rituals, doing bad things in the dark to get where they are. And I used to tell her, no, that's not true. That's not true. I don't know. Maybe some people do. I couldn't say it never happens because I know from my family people used to do that. But I was just like, there is no way people will never get where they want to be, create the life they want for themselves if they don't use those things. No, don't say all of them. Maybe some. I'm not going to say, no, I'm not a child and I know better from my family. I know that. So, but I was like, there is no way everybody's doing that. So for me, it was really like magic was really that bad. But at some point, I knew I couldn't fight it for so long. So I had to have a talk. That might sound really weird, but I had to have a talk with my father and my grandfather that passed away. To make you feel a little bit comfortable, I didn't see them. I just decided to, and you can do that. There's nothing crazy about it if you are open to it. I just called them and I say, hey, listen up, guys. You're gonna sit here and we have to have a talk because this is ridiculous. From the time you were humans, okay? I'm not happy with everything, but I'm not here to judge. I'm just asking because I want to get this straight. How dare you let my guides, my angels, whatever, come and tell me I have to talk about magic, teach people about magic or whatever it is, when you guys, as on the other side, you know better. You know exactly how dark that thing can get. You know exactly how terrible the consequences can be in people's lives. You know exactly how many people can die from this. This is not okay for you to let that happen. What's the deal here? You know better now. You were humans. You did what you did. Maybe you didn't know better. Now you're on the other side. You should know better. Spirit should be just love and light. So how come? How dare you let this happen? So they told me, and I want you to listen to this now. This is the part I really invite you to really pay attention to because that's a really powerful part that will help you, hopefully, understand the magic I'm talking about here. They said, everything you just said is right. We did terrible things. We did all the things. You can call them terrible, whatever you want to call them. Because again, we are human beings calling things terrible when we don't understand them. That's us calling them like that. Things are just things. Whatever happens just happens. We are the ones giving it a meaning or a name or whatever. So they said we did what we did and we had to do it. Not because somebody was forcing us, but because that's where humanity was. In our stage of evolution, that's where we were as humanity. In a space where we believed that power was acquired from other people. Human beings at that time, not long ago, my father died 10 years ago, so it's not that long ago. My grandfather way longer than that, but just to say that as humanity, we're evolving, but not that fast. But they said, as humans, we were not in a place of knowing. We didn't remember at that time. We're not able to remember at that time what was the resource of power. We couldn't see power in us. And when we say we're not talking about two of us here right now. We are not talking about people practicing that kind of rituals. We are talking about the whole humanity. Because if you look at politics, that's what politicians did, and they're probably still doing it, believing that you go up by oppressing other people. That's the common belief humanity was, and that's what we knew. You get power from oppressing. You get power from taking from other people. In business, people thought to succeed, you have to fight against each other, try to steal ideas from each other because human beings forgot the real source of power. We couldn't see it in ourselves anymore. So we were seeing it in other people, and we thought we had to take it from them to become powerful because we didn't remember we were that powerful. So we thought we needed something. We needed to kill babies. We needed to maybe do sex trafficking. We needed probably to do pedophilia. We needed to do all the things, oppress other people for politicians, maybe take advantage of other people in business. We as humanity were at that stage of our evolution. We didn't know better. So that's how we use that power. We thought we were becoming powerful by doing it that way. We thought the only way for us to be up there was to do those things. We thought we didn't have enough power. We had to go get it somewhere. We had to do all the rituals. And it's not just about magic here. It's also about even spirituality. We thought there was no power in us. So we thought we needed to light candles to invite power. We needed to burn a sage or whatever things we want to do to invite power because we don't see it in us. We took it everywhere. In religion, we thought we had to call upon a God that is above us because there is nothing in us. We are not powerful. We are weak. So we need to call to a higher power. We need to call the universe. We need to call something outside of ourselves. We need to do something. Maybe we need to fast. Maybe we need to have crystals, do rituals, ceremonies, all the things. Because that's the only way for us to become powerful, because we had forgotten that we are powerful. We're not just powerful, we are the power itself. So yes, we got it twisted. And today we know better. And that's why you have to talk about magic. You have to explain to the world that magic is not what they made it look like. Because it's all about power here. When people do magic or or pray or they are looking to get power. They are looking to become powerful. And you have to remind people that we are power ourselves. It's not outside of us. You have to remember that power is not the problem here. The problem wasn't that we had access to power. The problem here is not that, I'm in a higher position in politics. I'm higher in business. The problem is not the power I have in my hands. The problem is how I'm using it. And how I'm using it is what I believe, what I think is true, what I know, and what the world knows, what humanity knew for a really long time was that there is not enough power for all of us. I have to get, the more I get, the more powerful I become. And there is no way I can become powerful if other people around me are powerful. There is no way I can, like I told you, my dad could send the rain to another city. There is no way for me to do those things when people need to do something and it's raining. There is no way for me to send the rain somewhere else to allow them to finish this if I don't take that power from other people. If I do not do sacrifices, where will I get that kind of power? Where? How? So we got it twisted. We forgot we are the power itself. We thought those things were giving us the power. We thought doing those rituals were allowing us to be part of the 1%ers. We thought doing those things, being part of sex trafficking, pedophilia, rape, and killing babies, drinking blood, all the things, you name it. We thought that was the source of our power. We thought we needed that to become powerful because we forgot that we are the power itself. So it's time, and humanity is ready to remember that the magic is in you. We are the magic itself. We are the power itself. And there is nothing wrong in using the power. But when you use the power from a place of fear, that, there is not enough power for all of us, let me make sure I get enough from other people to have more, That's where the problem starts. So you have to tell people, that's what they told me. You have to remind people that there is no reason for you to go look for power elsewhere. You have it in you. There is no reason for you to go practice magic that way, because you are the magic yourself. Whatever you think those things are giving you, maybe praying 10 times a day, or celebrating the moon, lighting the candles, having circles on the ground, doing all the things, it's not needed, because you are the power, because you are the magic. You are the power, you are the magic. So she who uses herself, for me, is a message. Maybe I said she, probably because I feel more comfortable with women. But it's really using your magic, not practicing magic outside of you, but using your magic, whatever it, you have all the power. You are the power, you are the magic. Use it. And she who uses her magic is she who remembers that she is the magic. Is she who remembers she is the power. Is she who remembers that she doesn't need anything outside of her, because she has it all. And she uses it from a place of love and knowing and power. From a place of power, not from a disempowered place of the more I do, the more I get. And the more I do it, the more I get. It's not only in the spiritual realm or magic or whatever. Even in business, even in economy, we believe in the more I work, the more I make money. It's really the same mindset of the more I do, the more I get. The more sacrifices I make, the more success I get. The more I do, the more I get. It's time to let go of that story. We needed that. There is no judgment here. No need to repent or, cry on yourself or hate yourself. We needed that. That's what my granddad and my father helped me understand. It was part of the process. We are rising together as humanity. There is no you or me. Whatever you did, I did. Whatever you did, I did. Whatever you are doing right now, I am doing, because we are one. So it's time for us to remember the truth and let go of that old paradigm. Step in the new paradigm and start using our magic from within. Not go look for it outside, not take it from other people, but use your own magic to create whatever it is that you want. And just knowing that we all are magic, we all are power. Whatever you are seeing in those people you're trying to take is already in you. Whatever you are seeing in those things that you're trying to take is already in you. So no need to go take it from anyone. No need to oppress anyone. No need to kill anyone. No need to sacrifice anything. It's not needed, because you are the magic. Start using it from that powerful place. That's she who uses her magic. She knows she's the magic. Her magic doesn't come from the things she's doing. Her magic is not in the more I do, the more I get. Her magic isn't in the more sacrifices I make, the more rewards I get. Her magic is not the more I pray, the more God is close to me. Her magic is not the more I, burn candles, the more, connected to the universe I am. That's not where her magic lies. Can she do all those things? Yes, she can. But she knows that she's the magic, and she uses her magic. She uses her magic. Are you ready to start the journey? Let's do it. Let's step into the new paradigm of remembering who we are. We are the magic. We are the power. There is no way to become more powerful when you are the power itself. There is no need to become more something, because you are all of it. Can be more, mystical, whatever. You are mystery itself. Can be more spiritual, because you are spirit. You can be more godly. You are God. You can be more anything that you aren't already. That's she who uses her magic. She who remembers who she is. She who remembers the truth about herself. I am the magic. I am the power. I am the spirit. I am the universe. I am God. I am all the things. I am all of it. Let's remember, let's wake up to that truth. Let go of that old story. When I finished that conversation with them, I was relieved. There was no more anger in my heart towards them. There was no more resentment because it made all sense. And I don't know, maybe right now you judging yourself if you're doing any of that, or you are triggered by what I'm saying, or you're wondering what I've been talking about, or you want to, like my friend is really bad on, like, they are bad people, that's why they're 1%, that's why they're so big in Hollywood, that's why it's so big in this queen is doing this president, this, that's why. If you're in that space of judging, I invite you to also remember the truth. The truth is, it's all part of the process. We are going through this together as humanity. It's a paradigm we all are in, I've been in different ways, and I try to explain that in the more I work, the more money I make, the more I do this, we all were in that paradigm. And some thought the more people are oppressed, the more money I make, the more I exploit people, the more big I become. We're all in that paradigm. So no need to judge anyone. We were all in that paradigm. But it's also time to step into the new one, which is I am. I am that I am. I am the magic. I am the power. I am God. I am the universe. I am all of the things. I am human and I'm divine. I am all of the things. I am all of it. And I am going to be all of it. I'm going to use all of it. That's she who uses her magic. I would love to hear your comments on this. And if that made you feel anyway triggered, wonder what the heck is she talking about, I invite you to share this video with somebody, to laugh together, to judge together, to get triggered together, to try to understand together. Just share this video. Just share it. I will really appreciate that you share this video with everybody you know. Because it's time to start this conversation. We are in this together. And it's time for us to use our magic. That's she who uses her magic.